Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a marvelous day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. Well, yesterday I posted a video that said, women of the world are asking black men to stop doing this. And this was an Indian woman who had made a video in which she wondered why black men who were trying to talk to her would come to her degrading black women. And she said she's so tired of it till she's not going to shut the F up. And she said that's why she made the video. I got a lot of pushback from black men. Some trying to say that black women shouldn't believe her because she's being divisive, or that black women do this and black women do that. Well, when somebody brings a charge against you about something that you are doing, you should address what that person said about what you're doing, not bringing somebody else into it about what they're doing. This is not the first time this has happened. This is not the first time a non-black woman has come on a social media platform complaining about black men coming up in their faces, demeaning black women. If this was the first time something happened, you could pass it off. You could say, well, maybe this is one thing. But this woman says it happens to her all the time, and other women are saying it too. So when somebody makes a charge against you, the first thing you need to do is to do a self-examination. Am I doing this? Not jump defensive and say, well, look what somebody else is doing. This has been going on for quite some time. White women started this. White women have even made videos in which they said they will not date black men who come to them talking about black women. So this is not something new, and this Indian woman is not the only one that does it. In fact, there was also a TikTok video in which a white woman, an Asian woman, a Hispanic woman, and even indigenous woman was saying that they don't want to date black men because they don't want to date men who are talking about other women and degrading the women in their race. Now, they aren't saying all black men are doing this. All black men are not doing this because all black men are not involved with those women. These women are complaining about the ones who do it, the ones who are coming to them, trying to impress them, as the Indian woman said, trying to make them feel good, the Indian woman said, and trying to make them want them by degrading black women, the Indian woman said. These women are saying that they are not impressed with that. A man, or even a woman for that matter, who does something like that is not an evolved person. Socially mature people do not do that. This is what women are trying to get the black men who do that to understand. When a man is with a woman and she's interested in him, she wants the focus to be on her. If you like something about her, talk about her. Talk about her interest. These men don't have a conversation, and all they know to do is talk about black women, thinking that that makes them look important, and it doesn't. These women that they're trying to talk to are more intelligent and more evolved and sophisticated than they are. And that's how come they don't want to be bothered with them, because they know that a black man who has anything going for himself is not going to be sitting around talking about women that look like his mama or his sister or his cousin. He's not going to do that. He's going to have more respect for himself, and he's going to have more respect for his people. These women are not dumb, and they don't want to be dealing with dumb men. I don't think I can make it clearer than that. Women are vain. They don't want competition from another woman, even if it's negative. They want the spotlight to be on them. And it's not on them if you're talking about black women. There are black men who date, are married to white women, Asian women, Hispanic women, and I would guess that black women's names don't ever come up. That's the healthy way to have that relationship. Black men have to understand that always trying to talk about holding black women accountable. You don't have the power to hold anybody accountable to anything. And you're certainly not holding them accountable to anything by complaining or degrading them to other women who don't even care whether black women are held accountable or not. Indian women and Asian women and white women don't care if black women are held accountable to this nonsense that black men are talking about. Because if truth be told, they're not being held accountable either, because if they were, they wouldn't be involved with black men. So the reality is, black men who do this is a pathetic attempt to try to build yourself up. But all you're doing is showing the world that you're not able to carry your own weight, and that you need to add something to who you are by dragging another person down. And these women are saying, stop doing it around me. Because again, these women don't have a problem with black women. Black women haven't done anything to these women. It diminishes any kind of relationship that you could have with another person by dragging a person that the white woman or the Asian woman or the Hispanic woman doesn't even know into the conversation. It's unfair and it's unintelligent. Now let me make myself clear. There are black men who are not offended by my video or by the video that the Indian woman made. They are not offended by it because they're not doing it. If it don't apply, let it fly. They're letting it fly. It's the people that are guilty of doing this who are coming on here trying to make excuses and trying to drag everybody into it, rather than look at yourself and say, if I'm doing this, I really need to stop it because I'm not impressing anybody. And that's the real bottom line on this one. All black men are not doing this because all black men are not involved with these women. And most black men are building their lives with black women. These women are talking about the men who are coming to them, trying to make some kind of impression on them, and they don't know what to talk about, and they don't have sense enough to shut up. If you're talking to women and you're trying to impress a woman, women will do the talking. And then you can follow along with whatever she's talking about. But you're trying to lead the conversation with something stupid, and it's a turnoff. And you just are going to have to accept it. You're going to have to take these women's word for it. They don't want you talking about black women to them. When that woman dumps you because you're boring and you move on to another woman, you're going to be talking about black women and the woman that dumped you because you were boring. That's how ignorance works. And one man had the audacity to say, well, just because this woman is saying that about us doesn't mean we're going to come over to black women. The best thing that a man like that can do for a black woman is get as far away from her as he can get. Because this is a clueless person who does not have good understanding. And this might seem harsh, but black women have been trying to ignore this. It is very hurtful for these women to be coming on here telling black women this, because black women don't, it's like black women are like deer in the headlights. Yes, some of these black women are talking about trying to divest and all of that, but overwhelmingly black women do not divest from black men, and black women try to get along with black men. Now, if you think that you can do better with another race of a woman, you need to get there as quick as you can with that woman and take your chances with her. But again, they're asking you to stop talking about black women because they're not interested in that conversation. Now, you can come on my page with all these little snippy comments if you want to. You need to listen to what these women are saying. So it is instructive to listen to criticism. When people are saying things about you, there's nothing wrong with you doing a self-introspection, a self-examination to see if it's something that I'm doing that I need to change. And if I really don't like black women, I need to examine why. And if I want to connect with another race of woman, I need to listen to her. People will give you leads as to what you need to say and do around them. You can't go into another community with a preconceived notion about how they're going to respond to you. These women come from a different culture. So you have to respect that. You can't bring the ignorance from the African American culture into the Indian culture or the Hispanic culture and think people are going to accept it. They might, but they might not. And when you see signs that people don't like what you're doing, you need to stop. I want to end on a semi-funny note. There's a YouTuber who was on YouTube for a long time humiliating black women. And I mean, he went hard against black women. Eventually, he got kicked off YouTube. So I was listening to a video that somebody did on him, a black woman did on him, and she grilled him good. She said that he was somewhere trying to do a video and he had on the same clothes, living in some kind of little tacky room or something like that, basically broke and busted and disgusting. And it was really funny the way she described him. I'm not gonna make the video because I don't remember who the woman was, but suffice it to say that this is what the Bible means when it says you reap what you sow. You put a lot of negative energy out there, and what is going to come back to you is negative outcomes. He went years and years and years tearing black women down. If you have a problem with people, you need to deal with those people. You don't drag the whole race of black women down because you have a difficult time dealing with your baby mama or your mama or whomever. Every black woman has not done something to you. So if you don't have a conversation and you want to meet somebody and impress somebody, learn some things that you could talk about that would engage them in a positive way. Because anything negative, going to people with a lot of negative talk about other people, is nothing but a turn off to a person that's really intelligent. That is not an intelligent way to have a conversation with people, and these women are coming out and letting you know they don't appreciate it, and you really should take people at their word. Okay, thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the video. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.